Welcome back, guys. It's almost coming to a head this tournament now. Round 7 of the Swiss part. We've got the knockout stage just after this. Already locked in the champions judge, BTK and Snug XO. Team Snug, Team Snug, they're coming in again with the Brand and the Thresh.
They certainly are. They won the last game. We shoutcasted that one as well. They're going to go up against Serenity on Tarmkench and Chief Points on Alistair. A bit of a different comp there. Haven't seen a Tarm this tourney yet, and we've got 2 supports.
And a Snowball judge.
Alistair's
gone for Snowball.
I think Alistair Snowball's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, it saves the headbutt, though. You can snowball to them, then knock up, and then headbutt back to wherever you want them to go.
Yeah, it's another gap closer, and it's on a lower cooldown than Flash, much lower cooldown. And Chief Points is sub for the team Chiefs, the pro team in Oceania. This is not just a fanboy. This is a real pro substitute player. And Serenity on that Tarm. How is this one going to work? I mean, they've got 2 supports with a lot of CC, and like you're saying, the knockback and the knockup from Alistair, but BTK and Snug XO, they might just want to farm this one out.
The real question, Penguin, is have you ever seen AP Alistair?
Once.
AP Alistair in this current meta is a little bit silly, and I think that's what Chief's going to be going for with Serenity backing him up. I reckon Chief's going to go an AP build for the damage here, and he's going to be looking to mess up BTKA and Snuggle XO with that snowball. AP Alistair so tanky, so much damage on his abilities.
Oh, I see what they're doing here. This is really clever. Now, what can happen actually is if Serenity's able to get those auto attack stacks down, Chief Points can knock back either the Thresh or the Brand towards the turret. Serenity will then eat them and run them all the way as far as he can under that turret and just watch the turret take them down. And they've got 2 exhausts to slow down enemy champions to make this one work.
That's right. And hopefully they can make this one work. It would be a great play to see come out in this game. I mean, I just love Tarmkench for the fact that he can swallow up champions. I think it's such an amazing ability to have in your kit to save your AD carry or whoever's on your team and swallow them up and run away. But I also think it's so troll if you can manage to get those 3 stacks and swallow up the enemy and spit them out where you want them.
Yeah, I quite like the Brand pick actually from Team Snug. BTKA playing that one again, and he was telling us, Judge, that he thinks Brand is a little bit broken right now.
Look, Brand is a little bit broken right now. He's got high base damages. His burn really does tick over, especially with the new masteries. It manages to do a lot of damage. So it's, I don't know, Brand, he's just got so much utility. Not only does he have damage, he has a stun, he has AoE. He's just got a really great kit for this meta.
Yeah, and it's quite a universal kit as well. He's got maximum health, burning damage, and he's got a lot of upfront burst as well. We're going into the skin battle now, and we're going to check out what kind of challenger borders we're seeing here, what other kind of borders, because like we were saying, this is the top match of the last round, head-to-head Team Snug versus KMS. Only just the 2 challenger borders, BTK and Chief Points, and like always, Judge, you do like the skins.
I do like the skins. I love Infernal Alistair. Master Chef Tarmkench is beautiful as well. Not that Tarm has any other skins other than his default. Zombie Brand, a beautiful one, and Deep Terror Thresh. Not my favourite Thresh skin, but good nonetheless.
Looking at the buys from KMS, they've gone for the double relic shield. And Judge, what was it we were talking about before? A little bit of a cheeky strat you can pull off with that one.
Certainly is. So there was a lot of debate in the chat over whether this works, and it does. The way relic shield works is when a proc is used, both champions gain 1 CS rather than just the one. They both, prior to that being patched in, I think they came in a couple of patches ago. Prior to that, what would happen is both champs would receive the minion gold, but only one of them would have it count towards their CS. That meant that it didn't accurately reflect gold worth in games, especially in games where your supports were actually using every single one of their procs and using it efficiently to gain as much money as possible for their AD carry. So now, since Riot changed that, it's actually a sneaky way to get ahead if you're playing the CS game, because essentially the 4 procs that they've currently got, the 6 procs that they've currently got floating around them is 12 CS that they can get rather than just 6.
They've gone all in for this strategy. Instead of just the Relic Shield, they've bought Targon's Brace, and they've bought 2 of them. So yeah, I mean, and one of the win conditions for this tournament is 100 combined CS, and we're just seeing the tanks kind of wet noodling, and Snug so putting down some damage, BTK putting down some damage, but the strategy really for Serenity and Chief Points is going to be these double Targon Braces.
That's right. I mean, you look at it, they've already used their procs. That's 6 CS each, 12 total. They used all 6 procs on every minion of that wave and are now doubled CS ahead for what the Snuggle team could even have potentially gained. The Swallow there from Tarm onto the Alistair to save him from being hit by the Brand. The Snowball comes out. The Q, the headbutt. There's that play I was talking about that he's going to get on the Lantern. The exhaust comes out. Is Serenity able to snap him up? He gets the Swallow with the Ignite. The Q for the slow. Throws him out, and first blood falls to Alistair.
BTKA.
I told you.
That's right, the Snowball into the Pulverizer, and they're just comboing him down. Flash wasn't even enough to save him. The Tarm getting that stun off after the Flash Ignite and everything being used there. And they're going to take down BTK for the first blood. But Judge, this happened in the last game we saw Team Snug playing, and they won it.
That's right. I mean, it's a bit of a different circumstance, though, because you look at the health of the team that Snug's playing against here. Chief Points and Serenity have barely taken any damage. The half mana, that doesn't matter because they're just so tanky. And look at the CS. They've just hit 28 CS at 3 minutes with Brand and Thresh on 9. Like, Points and Serenity are pulling so far ahead in this one, it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
a little bit of a giggle from Points there on the health as well.
These Targon races, it's really... I don't even know. I didn't know this was a thing until today. And a lot of the Twitch chat as well. They're getting double the CS for every single stack they use, and they've got 3 each that keep coming available. So all they got to do is just keep hitting these minions. 34 counted CS to 16.
That's right, and the thing that's extra OP is Targons give such a big advantage in terms of tank items. They're both playing very inherently tanky champs. Then you have a very tanky item and get double the CS anyway. It's a massive advantage. We're seeing them all fly in though. Serenity picking up Thresh, Points, getting the knockup. Ignite goes on to Points now. He's going to run back and aim for the health pot. And I mean, Serenity took some damage there. He's got his grey health though that's going to regenerate slightly. I mean, they still won the trade there even though an Ignite was put out on them.
Yeah, I mean, Serenity doing quite nice work with the eating there. And Snuglex, so he was obviously looking for a hook in that one the whole time and did get it on Serenity, so they're kind of ready for that engage. But as well, it's going to be a knock up and knock back into the turret. Eat's available as well. Is he going to use it? Here it is. And it's going to be a second kill. GG. KMS takes it out.
This team composition is so disgusting. Alistair and Tom Kanch gonna have the ult for shits and gigs there at the end of that one, and they're leaving the game. Well played to them. Points and Serenity closed it out quite well.
Yeah, and now both teams are confirmed through into the next round, I believe. Yeah, that's right. So, looking at the standings as they are at the moment, we've got Team Snug, Umaru, KMS, and Club Skits, a team we haven't actually covered on stream yet, all going through to the top 8 knockout stage. That we'll be covering just in a moment, Judge. So that's the end of it for the Swiss part of this tournament, the round robin as you might kind of see it. But we'll be coming back very shortly with a quarterfinal match.